All right, everybody, welcome to tonight's Team Building Hacks Zoom. My name is Nicholas Couch. I'm from Central Pennsylvania. I'm an independent prover with Prove It, and I'm here tonight to teach you some of my top things that I do for team building and relationship building, and what I do with people that I work with every day or occasionally, or even the people that don't live in the area. So, because some of us have teams spread out throughout the country, around the globe. So, first thing I have on here for team building is you have to get out of your comfort zone. Plain and simple, like you have to get uncomfortable. You have to do things. If you're an introvert, you got to start working on becoming an extrovert. And you just have to go get around people. You have to start building in-person connections and relationships. You can ask anybody on my team, heck, people not even in my team. Like, most people know me very, very well. I'm very energetic. I'm very in your face. I love to hang out. I love to shake up ketones. I love the road trip, all that stuff. So you just have to get uncomfortable sometimes. You have to go have dinner in somebody's house with them when they're a complete stranger, the newest new person. Go grab a cup of coffee with them. But definitely getting out of your comfort zone is probably the number one thing, because you'll start flexing that muscle of doing the things that you're not comfortable with. So first on the list here, I have help host mixers. If you're like, Nick, I've never hosted my own mixer, I don't know what I'm doing. Perfect. Get out of your comfort zone. Go help somebody host a mixer. Invite some people over. Start sharing some testimonies of what your experience on ketones has been. And then get into a little bit of just the basic science. You can play the campfire video, have some keto snacks, shake up some samples, get everybody that's there to leave with a 10-day. Bam, you come back and do it again. Then the people that had their 10 days can share their story. You just start building on the mixer. But you don't want to run the mixer for the person too long, because then you become an enabler. So what Brian James uses a great analogy. He compares it to tying shoes. My daughter's 6. She's awesome at tying her shoes. If I try to tie my daughter's shoes, if I try to run your mixer too long, you're not going to want me to. You're not going to let me. Like, my daughter, if I try and tie her shoes, she freaks out. She's like, Dad, I'm a big girl. I can tie my own shoes. Same things. You got to like push them off the cliff and let them run their own mixer, so you can go start working with somebody else and building a relationship there. So everything builds around the mixer. It's a great way to get your business kicked off. And if you're like, I don't know how to, I've never done one, call your coach, the person you work with, get some pointers and just do it. You can Zoom somebody in. I've done mixers for my team when I wasn't even there. I was Zoomed in on their TV. But definitely don't hold their hand too long. And some of the other fun things we've done that have worked really, really well, we've done cookouts at my house, other people's house, pool parties, different ways to get your team together to meet other people from your team, other people that love ketones, other people that are having fun and building their business and growing their Prove It business. Holiday parties. We're planning a Halloween party for the team right now. We've done Christmas parties. We've done ugly sweater parties. We've done all kinds of fun stuff. Holiday parties are a great way to get around your team, start building in-person relationships to connect with people and become more of a friend. Like, most of the people on my team, I feel like they're my friend, but when we have to be a coaching relationship, like, we have that too. And then another one that's great is boiler rooms. Boiler rooms are phenomenal. If you're like, what the heck's a boiler room? It's when you get everybody together and you all start running the play that works. You start sending out messages. You start FaceTiming, Zooming. You do all this interactive action in person, so that when the new person's like, oh, Joe just sent me back a question. He wants to know what beta hydroxybutyrate is. Somebody in the room can help you answer that in a simplistic way. And then the other new people can watch the answers being responded to. And then I always talk about your tribe. It's a book by Seth Godin called Tribes. There's a reason we wear shirts with the Prove It P, ketones, Keto OS, different logos. You rarely ever find me not in a Prove It shirt. It goes back to the old Harley Davidson analogy. Everybody that owns a Harley Davidson has Harley Davidson t-shirts. They have a collection of t-shirts. They buy a Harley Davidson t-shirt at every dealership they've ever been to in the world. So when they're riding their motorcycle, other people see it and they're like, oh, that guy's been to the Harley Davidson in Hawaii. But when you're off your Harley, other Harley riders know that you're in the Harley tribe. You're a part of the Harley rider group of people. People know. We got to mute everybody out. We got somebody unmuted. I don't know how that happened. But anyways, people wear Harley Davidson clothes, so when they're off the Harley Davidson, other Harley Davidson people know that they're part of the tribe. And it's not so that my friends and team and people I'm building relationships know, oh, there's Nick, he has his keto shirt on. I was at Hershey Park at the amusement park here in Pennsylvania, and I saw a guy like 100 yards away with a Prove It shirt. I started like flagging him down. He was looking like, who the heck's this crazy guy? And once we got close together, he saw my shirt and we clicked. He realized it. He's from Virginia, about 3 or 4 hours away from me. I got to stand there and talk and build a relationship. He now follows me. He now likes my posts. We comment on each other's posts. We shared ideas of things he's doing, things I'm doing. It's all about the community. And how are you going to cross paths with another promoter and know that they're a promoter unless you're wearing the gear? And personally, my opinion is I'm not going to wear a Reebok shirt. Reebok doesn't pay me any money to wear their shirts. I get paid every month from Prove It based on my performance. And why not rep the brand? Why not wear the apparel? Why not have a cool shaker cup that says ketones on it? And they're conversation starters. So it's a good way to build relationship with people that might not even be in your team. They might not even be from this country. They might be here visiting. You never know who you're going to cross paths with. And it's going to help you build connections and relationships throughout the community, throughout the company. Another one, everybody I can see on here pretty much knows that Nick Couch loves road trips. If I'm traveling and it's 10-hour drive or less, I usually drive instead of fly. Because by the time I drive to the airport, wait for my plane, get on my plane, take off, land, wait to get off, go get my bag, get an Uber, get to where I'm going, I could pretty much be there in the same amount of time. Plus, I like road trips because I can take people from my team with me, and we have a 10-hour drive to talk and listen to music and listen to audiobooks and tell stories and hang out and get to know each other and tell stories about life and just get to know each other. And I love, love, love road trips. You get to shake up ketones. Josh Nelson and I have done road trips. Other people in the team, we've done road trips. It's a lot of fun. Road trips to event. There was a time that we went to Louisville in late October, early September 2016. I rented a 15-passenger van. We loaded 12 people and everybody's luggage in the van, and we drove 10 hours to Louisville late at night. Like, we got to tell stories. We were like slamming ketones. We were all amped up, listening to music, having a good time. Like, you want to build relationships with your team? Load up 12 people in a 15-passenger van and go on a 10-hour journey. Like, you'll get to know things about your team that you didn't know. You'll get to hear them snore when they're leaning against the window, passed out and unconscious from all the fun. But definitely, and then another thing I like to do is when I travel to events, I went down to Dallas. We had a Dallas Charge event at the Gaylord Texan Hotel in Texas. I had a brand new promoter, newlywed couple. They're only 23 years old. I stayed at their house. I didn't know they had a one-bedroom apartment. So I literally had an air mattress in their living room. And if you guys know me, I'm a night owl. So I wasn't getting in until 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. So by the time I'd pass out and wake back up, they were already eating breakfast or cooking breakfast or having their morning coffee. So here I am rolling out of bed, and they're sitting in the kitchen having coffee. So, like, it's part of that comfort zone thing. Like, there's nothing comfortable about staying in a stranger's house on an air mattress in their one-bedroom apartment. But that's how you build rapport and build relationships and really get to know your team. You want to get to know a new person? Stay in their house on an air mattress in their living room. I promise you, you'll become really, really close really, really quick. And it's all about the relationships. And I have a customer. So customers eventually become promoters. So I had a really great experience getting a customer's daughter started who was struggling with some things. She had great success with the product. We never met. She called me. I got her started. I got her daughter started. We never met in person. We had a social media relationship. So I came up with the idea of, hey, I'm really good at making low-carb, fathead pizza. You buy the ingredients. I'll come over for dinner. We'll cook together. We'll play some music. We'll hang out in the kitchen, the three of us. We'll sit down and we'll eat together, and we'll just have a really good night. I spent about 4 hours at a complete stranger's house cooking in her kitchen, making a mess. There was ingredients everywhere. I think we burnt something in the oven. Like, it was just fun. And we sat there and we ate dinner together. It's all like there's not many things that I'm uncomfortable with. Like, I'm pretty good at being that random crazy guy. But some of those things, they stretch my comfort zone. It's like I really have to think about it. Like, do I want to go stay at the stranger's house? Like, I don't know them. I don't know what neighborhood they live in or what. Like, it's part of the journey. And I love, love, love those experiences. Those are some of my fondest moments looking back at my 3 years with Prove It. Is the craziness, the randomness, the road trips, the 15-passenger buses, shoving 8 people in a hotel room, like whatever. Like that is my favorite part of what we do, of community-based marketing, of team building, of relationship building. That is hands down one of my favorite things to do. And I don't know what your comfort zones are. You have to figure that out. And I challenge everybody within the next 30 days to do something completely out of your comfort zone. Maybe it's one of the things I listed. Maybe it's something you came up with on your own. But I challenge you guys to go do something that makes you uncomfortable. I promise you, when you're done, it will be very rewarding and you're going to love it. You're going to love, love, love that feeling, and then that connection and that friendship you've built. There's people on this Zoom right now that I can see that were complete strangers a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years ago. I consider them some of my closest friends, period. Like, we're super tight. There's the whole screen's full of people that I could make comments or tell stories about. Well, speaking of road trips, I see Lori Aliberti in the top of my screen. We literally kidnapped Lori in New York. We took her to the Vanilla Ice concert, and we were shaking up ketones for all the different 90s music bands in the locker rooms. We just had a blast. Lori's not in my team. We are literally like BFFs now. Like, we have stories. She's like a celebrity with her kids at high school. Like, your mom was on stage with Vanilla Ice. Like, we had just a blast. Like, there's so many randomness stories. I can't even think of them all, but that's what it's all about. That will anchor you in and give you those memories to look back when you're in Prove It 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, all those fun, crazy stories. It's amazing. That is really all I have for team buildings. So I'm going to end the recording. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and anybody that's catching this on the replay or the YouTube channel. If you guys need anything, reach out to the person that helped or shared this video with you. And that's all I have for tonight.